Hello, everybody. We have a new book this week. It's called The Lahti File. This week we will be reading Chapter 1, or I will be reading for you Chapter 1, and then in class we will discuss Chapter 1 together. It begins, Chapter 1, A Job for Monroe. "Read these," said Naylor, passing 3 small pieces of newspaper across the table. "On their own, they're not much, but together." He stopped talking and looked out of his office window for a moment, half closing his eyes in thought. "Together," he continued, "they could mean something strange is happening." Ian Munro picked up the 3 short newspaper stories and read them carefully. Some fish were dead, and nobody knew why. 2 people were dead, probably because of some poison gas had escaped. And there weren't as many birds as usual in a town. If they were 3 stories from 3 different places, probably no one would think twice. But they were 3 stories about the same place, Lahti, in Finland. And they were all stories from within the last 8 months. In fact, the last one was dated April 14th, only a few days ago. Monroe looked across at Naylor. Naylor was a tall man with grey hair and hard, bright blue eyes. He was dressed in a dark grey suit with a white shirt and a dark blue tie. Monroe thought, not for the first time, how little he knew about Naylor. But then, Naylor spent his working life sending people on jobs from which they might never return. Perhaps it wasn't surprising that he didn't seem to have a lot of friends. "I see what you mean," said Monroe, sitting back in his chair. "What do you think is happening?" "I'm not sure," replied Naylor, looking at Monroe. "Poison of some sort? Poison gas, maybe? Possibly someone is making it. But we don't know who or why. Not yet, anyway." Naylor put the 3 stories back into the file on his desk. As he closed it, Monroe saw the name, Lahti, written on the front. "You lived in Finland for some years, didn't you?" said Naylor. "How was your Finnish?" "It's fine," said Monroe. "People usually think I come from Lapland, north of the Arctic Circle." "Good. I want you to go over there, to Lahti." 20 years ago, people would have called Ian Munro a spy. Today, he was called a foreign executive. It was the same business, really, just a different name. Naylor continued, "You're on the 12:35 plane to Helsinki, Finland. Your tickets are ready downstairs in the travel office. You've got a meeting in Lahti at 6 o'clock this evening on the steps of the church in Kirkkakatu." "Who am I meeting?" asked Monroe. "A man called Pentti Virolainen. He has some information for us about these stories. Find out what he knows, and then wait for my orders. Any questions?" Monroe had lots of questions, but he knew that Naylor would only tell him what he needed to know. "Just one," said Monroe. "Why us? I mean, it's a Finnish problem. Why don't we let the Finns do something about it?" Naylor moved forward in his chair and put his hands on the table. "The information I have at the moment leads me to believe that it would not be a good idea to tell the Finns what we know. I can't tell you more than that for now. It may become clear later." Monroe said nothing, Sometimes it made the job easier if you didn't have the complete picture. Well, what a curious start to that story. 2 characters, a place in Finland called Lahti, 3 strange stories. Let's talk about it more in class later. All right, have a great day. See you in the next time. Bye-bye.